Hi, this is Angelina Asante. Welcome to another episode of Southwest Florida Online News Podcast. Today, I have an exciting new business to tell you about. So, my friend Liz Valdez has started this really cool concept called Driven Foodie Tours. What are you doing, Liz?
I have always loved authentic Mexican food, especially because my husband is Hispanic, and Naples has this reputation of not having good Mexican food, which is actually not true. It's just that it's not in the places that you normally would find it. And so I have started a foodie tour company, and the first tour is a taco tour.
So, now how do we go about this? Because I see are you in a limousine right now?
I am I'm
Okay.
sitting in my Navigator, which I do use for tours.
Oh, cool. Okay. So what's the deal? We would book you and then you come pick us up?
So depending on if you're local or if you by chance are a tourist listening to this, transportation is going to be flexible. So I do hotel pickup and drop offs. But if you're a local, then I would have you meet me at a location in Naples, leave your car, and I will drive you to these four locations from that point.
Okay, cool. So can you kind of like give us, is it like a tapas thing where you're just doing like a little nibble at each place or like how does this work?
So you get quite a bit of food. We go to four different locations. Each location has something that I consider to be their very best offering. And so I've designed the tour where you get margaritas and guacamole. We go get authentic street tacos. We get Mexican pastries. We get Mexican ice cream. We get lots of food, and we actually probably could overeat if we allowed ourselves to.
Oh,
There's just so
I'm
much
already
to
on
eat.
board.
Exactly.
So okay, so this is like a night. How long does it take? Is it a couple hours?
It's a 4 hour tour, so it's a
Oh
half
my
a day.
gosh.
Hmm.
Wow. So that's a pretty significant amount of time. So and there's tons of food. You're not going to walk away and go, "Oh, now I got to hit Taco Bell for the fifth meal." No, you're not going to be doing that at the end of this night.
Nope, you may not even want to eat the rest of the day. You're going to get plenty to eat.
Wow. Okay, cool. So now how did you come up with this concept? I've never heard of anything like this.
Well, my husband is Honduran, grew up in Naples, and when we first got married, he brought me to some of these places. And me being a white girl, I was totally horrified because it felt like I was walking into like an authentic Mexican place, but I wasn't prepared for what that looked like or felt like. And so I've been eating at these places for going on 17 years now here in Naples. And so whenever I get together with friends and they say, oh, we want to have Mexican, I'll take them to some of these places and they always are like, whoa, we've never, seen anything like this or had food this good. And the idea just came to me. My husband and I have been doing airport transportation for 12 years. We already have the vehicles, we know the area, we know the best places to eat. So why not make a tour out of it?
So now this seems like a really fun idea. So now are you thinking that are you gonna try to like partner with local businesses or do you already have like certain established restaurants that know, okay, Liz is coming in with her group?
Yeah, I already have certain restaurants that I'm taking people to, and they know me and they know that I'm bringing my tour groups there. But I am going to be expanding into other kinds of cuisines and also other tours in the area as well.
Okay, cool. So now for people listening, because oh my gosh, oh, we got so many people coming to Florida.
I know.
I hate that you're giving local secrets away because there's just so many people coming here. Now, how would somebody find out about where you're booking or where they can book with you?
So they can either call me at 866 EAT Southwest Florida, so EATSWFL, or they can go to my website, drivenfoodietours.com, and check it out there. All the info is there online.
Okay, so now not to be like snobby, but what if I wanted like a real like culinary delight, like 5-star? Okay, do you have like packages for like, average packages and then like super, super? Because when you're talking Naples, you're talking millionaires, celebrities, politicians, all that. So what's kind of the range that you're doing right now?
So are you asking me like the pricing wise, or what are you
Well,
asking?
yeah, like if I wanted to say I said, "Hey, listen, I'm special because everyone in Naples is special." I don't live in Naples, by the way, anyone listening. I'm not special. But people in Naples are special and they tend to want like real fancy, fancy stuff. So what if someone says, hey, Liz, I just want to do the best of the best, Michelin star, 5-star. What is there a tour for that yet? Or are we working on that?
So you're not going to find a taco tour or a Mexican tour that's going to cater to that because there isn't really a 5-star Hispanic establishment that I can think of that has authentic food. But I am putting together other kinds of tours. Like for example, in the month of February, I'm doing 2 pop-up tours. I'm calling them. We're doing chocolate and wine, and we're going around to 3 different local, authentic Italian or winery places, and having a true sommelier and imported chocolate.
Oh,
And
cool.
so I am putting together tours that are more catered to people with finer tastes, I guess you could say, or the people that think they have finer tastes.
I know. I'll eat anything. So you're not speaking my language there. I'll eat anything.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Mexican, it's like there isn't really such a thing as a 5-star Mexican experience.
Well, you know what's really funny? I went and I had some stuff done, and when I was there talking to the people there, I said, "Hey, is there a good I said real authentic Mexican restaurant?" And she said to me, she goes, "I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but she said there's actually a convenience store down the road, and she said they make like the most fabulous food, and she said it's not cheap, but it's absolutely authentic." And we went in there, we were the only white people in there, but I have to tell you, the food was phenomenal. It was like really, really super good food, and it just like this kind of rundown little, mom and pop
Exactly.
convenience store. So it is interesting because when you're talking about authentic, it doesn't necessarily mean like I was totally fine going to a convenience store and sitting in like a really old booth in the
Yeah.
back because the food was phenomenal and the guacamole was like you could tell they just cut the guacamole, just cut the avocados, and everything is really fresh and
Yeah.
it's not like dumped out. And I think that's what, and I don't want to pick on, I don't want to pick on the more like mainstream people in our area serving Mexican food, but their stuff is like being dumped out of cans, especially like their salsa. That's a dead giveaway. You could
Yeah.
tell if someone's making the salsa or not.
Yep, absolutely. I agree with you completely. And to be totally clear, my foodie tour for the taco, for the Mexican portion of it, you're going to go to Mexican markets like that. It's going to
Okay,
be
cool.
very authentic. It is where the Hispanics shop and they eat. We're not going to be anywhere even remotely close to the tourist area of Naples.
Well, and I think it's really interesting because like wherever you go, because I've even been to some places out of the country, when you talk to people that live there, they say, come with us. We're going to take you where we eat.
Yep.
Especially in this area, right? We look for like the super brightly colored things. And that's just kind of, I don't want to say stereotyping, but basically it is
Yeah.
because you're not going to get authentic eateries saying, hey, here
Nope.
we are.
Yeah. No, your best bet, other than going on my tour, of course, but your best bet to finding authentic Mexican food in Naples is to find a landscape truck and just follow it until they go somewhere for lunch. That is your best bet.
That's interesting because actually you say that, and yeah, that's you could tell who was eating there. It's people who know like genuine food because it's the
Exactly.
same thing. Like when I moved, this is so ugly. When I moved to Florida, what almost 30 years ago, people, my last name, people knew I was Italian. And I remember working at a pharmaceutical company, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, we have like the best pizza place in town. And I was like, oh, really? And they said, oh, you'll love it. And I said, what's the name? Papa John's. I swear to God, Papa John's. I was like, oh, Papa John's. I don't know who this person is, but I'm going to go to Papa John's. So I'm eating the pizza saying, what's happening right now? What's happening?
You
So
never heard of Papa John's before?
no, in Massachusetts, we did not have Papa John's up there. We had real pizza up there made by Italians up there. Even Greeks and Italians make super good pizza up there. And that's what I was used to. So this Papa John character, I'm thinking is a local chef or,
Oh my
no,
gosh.
it's not, not,
That's
not
not
real.
at all.
No. So close,
So
but
close
not
and
quite,
yet so
not
far
quite.
away.
So I get it. I get it. I get it with the authentic food. It's really funny, and I'll never forget that story. And that was a long, long time ago that that happened, but it was just so ridiculous. So this is exciting. And people, are you doing the tours now? You're booking right
Yep,
now.
booking now.
Okay, so then how often are you doing the tours?
So I have bookings available right now, Tuesday through Saturday, noon to 4 or 4:30 to 8:30.
Okay, cool. All right. So you're going like the peak hours there, like you're
Mhm.
going like the peak dinner hours there. Okay.
Yep,
And,
yep.
and so I would imagine with you partnering with local restaurants, people are not going to be waiting, right? When you,
No, no, they shouldn't be waiting. I'm picking places based off of not just flavor and authenticity, but also on service.
yeah.
Because some of these places, it's kind of hard to get service. They have trouble with staffing and that kind of thing, or maybe they don't even have enough tables. So, there's a lot to choose from. I mix things up, but you definitely are going to get a great, authentic Hispanic experience.
Well, I love that because now, especially with the snowbirds here and the amount of the avalanche of people moving to Florida, you have to go seriously. You have to eat like an 80-year-old and get to the restaurant at 4:30 if you're even wanting to get in now, or you have to get at 8 o'clock when people are scared to drive at night to even
Yes.
eat. It is the craziest thing. So this is exciting and appealing to me just for that reason. You really are giving a VIP experience.
Yeah, it is a VIP experience. And, if you've ever thought about, oh man, I want to go out with a bunch of my girls, but one of us is going to have to be the DD, the designated driver. Well, I can solve that problem for you so that, you and your friends can go out and everybody gets to have a good time and partake in all of the fun. And you don't have any worries or stress over how you're going to get there and parking and all of that. So,
And this is a very nice vehicle. I know everyone can't see it because it's a podcast, but I'm looking at a very nice vehicle. This, yeah, very nice black leather VIP. That's what you want to be in Naples. Now, before I let you go, this is so weird to me. What do you think of all these robots that are waiters and waitresses now? Because we're so short staffed. I'm totally freaked out. All I'm thinking of is like Arnold, right? In Terminator 2, the rise of the machines. They're coming to get me with my food. What do you think of this?
you must have seen the piece about Brooks Burgers.
I
I am
did.
already
My
I'm
friend ate there last night and I showed it to my husband. I said, "Look at our friend Dana. She's letting a robot serve her."
I mean, I feel like it is cool in a way because it's solving the problem that these business owners are having. But really, as Americans, we're totally shooting ourselves in the foot long term.
Yeah, I hate it. It's
Yeah.
awful. Well, I do have one more thing to say. Thank you for your service to this country, Liz.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you and we need more veteran support. So we need to support our veterans and this lovely lady here, she doesn't look intimidating, but let me tell you, you better watch out. You better behave yourself on this tour. But good luck. I'm so excited for you. And I'm seriously gonna book as soon as I wrap this up. I'm booking a tour with you. So congratulations, everybody. Check her out. And I'm gonna put the show notes telling you exactly how to book your foodie experience with Liz. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I appreciate you. This is Angelina Asante signing off, Southwest Florida Online News.